Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know, and then it's time for some more of the long run where we are playing Yuurand on ZQuest Classic. Man, that music is still really loud. So yeah, last time we explored almost everything, and we still have a crap load of items to find. Also, I think I fixed MIDI playback. At the very least, I spent a lot of time after the stream last week dying so that I could see if it was correctly playing the game over music. And eventually it did. You're playing every possible ZQuest world on Earth. So I can think of one place where they would put the item here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do I need... I need light. I don't think I have light right now. Oh, right, my note. I should open my notes. That would be a good idea. Documents. Yuurand. Okay. Anyway, let's get out of the Temple of the Sun right now, because it is constantly trying to kill me. So noted. Oh my goodness, I am absolutely not paying attention to where those landmines are. Where is the item here? I mean, it's... I have to guess it's like one of these underground. It is not actually a mine. But like, I have to like either guess or go by process of elimination. Hey Jason, how you doing? I guess I'm just gonna step over all of these and see which one doesn't blow up, and it's probably the item. Well, I think we've got our answer. Underground we go. Burst out of your chest. I'm doing alright. Doing my best anyway. How are you, Jason? I'm seeing my running Zelda one enjoyer. The quest walk doesn't sound too terrible. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in ZQuest. And like, a lot of this stuff doesn't even feel that much like original Zelda. Like that, people make... It is wild what people make in this. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Panoply of Calatia. That one is... It's basically Zelda 1.5. Like, there are a lot of elements of Zelda 1, and there are also, like, several elements from Zelda 2, more than you would expect from this engine. You have no idea what you're looking at. So this is Yuurand. It is the quote-unquote fourth of the Tales of the Labyrinth trilogy. And yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. So Yuurand, as the name implies, does have a randomizer element. All of these circles are where there are an item that is not a key. And then there's that one key sitting right there. You can see it like one down and to the right of where I am. Which I'm going to see if I can get. I don't think I can get it right now. I'm pretty sure I can't. Honestly, I should probably just take a death at this point because like I'm almost out of health anyway. The rifle skeletons, yes. Okay, I did fix the MIDI playback. And also, the MIDI playback is a lot louder than it was in when I was using Garuda. Yeah, okay, I need light for that. I do not have light. But like the elemental system in this game is kind of wild. Like there's a lot of work that went into just making that work. Okay, why can I not go through that? Taunted by unreachable key, indeed. We have to go through that underground? Yes, okay. Oh. I didn't realize that I ended up above. Oh, wait. Above ground. Underground. There's an item right there. Okay. You get a level every 10 coins. Pretty good for not having eyes. Let me just... But yeah, as far as level Zelda 2 style maker, I know that they're working on Z Quest 3, which at the very least will allow for like Zelda 3 style with like scrolling and stuff. It might be more amenable to make like Zelda 2 style stuff in that, but that remains to be seen. And Zelda 2 is better than most people give it credit. We'll definitely say that much. Also, How Cow has been playing Zelda 2 lately. Like, unmodified pure Zelda 2. There's an item here. Inside a wall. Oh wait, this kind of looks like an arrow, doesn't it? Is it here? No? Demaking Tears of the Kingdom in the quest. Off you go, you figure. Where is there an item on the screen? Oh. Yeah, it was here, after all. Okay. Item on this screen somewhere. Oh, there we go. And over here. Right. I think it's here, right? And I need light. Okay. So I got everything that I can from here for now. So let's keep moving. Ah. Oh shit, this is the Abyss elevator. So, for those who are not familiar, this is the wobbly gas. It is going to make the screen very wobbly, so yeah, if you have motion sickness problems, please be advised. I also want to spend as little time in that gas as possible, because the more time I'm in it, the worse of an effect that it has on me, and eventually it will just delete me. Of course, the witches can also delete me. Touch Fuzzy, end up on a list. What? So this friggin' sniper asshole. Everything is out to snipe you in this game, apparently. The Snake and or Link. Alright, let's get out of that zone for now. I'll come back to the Abyss elevator when I'm better equipped. I just hope that Float isn't there. That would be bad. Right. I forgot about this dude. What do I do with it? So, like, this is probably a kill room, but I also have to kill this guy, who only turns when it hits a wall, and only dies by not being able to move forward. Skelepede. Only thing that I can think of is, like, maybe there's... No? Thought maybe, like, one of these was breakable and I could trap it that way? The hugs, they do nothing. The only other thing that I can think of is maybe it's underwater. It probably isn't. Didn't think so. I don't have fire or light, so I can't try to light this up. Okay, so there's also... light for that. Okay. Really need light for, like, everything. Also, it occurs to me that I have not really checked my notes at all, but, like, also there's so many rooms that I didn't even know there was an item. There's Float! Oh my goodness, there's float. Ah. Alright. I think float was only, like, actually required in... Okay, it's one spot in Overlook Park I have marked as needing float. And also the Holy See. Okay. I have float. Fucking finally. Please stop firing at me while I try to figure out how to get this thing. Oh, that's probably a good indication. Bubble. There's one more. I am in this room. Which, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these items are based on these, sconce things here. Probably have to light that up somehow. Yeah, and there's a sconce over there too. I would not be surprised if I do need to light that up to open this door here. But, like, I don't have any solid proof that that's the case. That'd be a nice coin to get, but I can't. On the plus side, the Holy See is right over here. To get a lantern from your dead uncle. Wrong game there, Jason. Also, I can apparently go south on this screen. Do I need that key to do that? I don't know. That's a neat thing to have, but not super necessary, I guess. It's over here. Over here is really hard to see anything because of all these waterfalls. But also, I probably could have gone there earlier. I still don't know how I come to this screen without float. There's light arrow. So that opens up something at Shaded Woods, at the Temple of the Sun. Mad Extreme specifically needs Photon at the Forgotten Temple. At the Abandoned Settlement. At the Lighthouse. Yeah, that opened up a bunch of things. But also, we can discover the rest of the Holy See, and also open up the rest of the map that is not the last 2 boss areas. Okay, and there's a key in this room. There it is. An item here. Somewhere. Oh, right here. Oh, that was not an item. Holy crap. There's the item. Okay. Rude game. Excuse me. Come to think of it, I should probably go back and see if I can do anything with this light. Let's prove my theory. No. Okay. Maybe I need fire for that? Alright, well... let's just move on then. Alright, and there's also like a demon somewhere. There it is. Mount Extreme! Okay. Okay, and then I specifically need Photon for this to be able to hit that. Big old lame Hydra. I do kind of wish that it was a little tougher, but also like if it's... I also agree with it not being that tough if it respawns. Is the big thing. How do I go south from here? Because the map says I can go south. And there is an item to the south. So, that way. Okay. Okay, now where is... Actually, it's probably under here. But how do I... Oh! Yeah, okay. Do I have that marked? Mount Extreme... Don't have that marked. I need fire. At southeast corner. No, I don't want K-Runner settings. Okay. But yeah, I need either fire or blink. I know where blink is. I don't know if I don't remember the spells that I need to open up that subworld. I need Flake Shield for that. There's Flake Shield. And I need light. Okay. I've got Flake Shield. The symbol of the stars. Do I not have Temple of the Stars in my notes? Apparently not. Do I need ice anywhere else? Not according to my notes. I'm uncertain how it wants me to do this. Like, this might require Flake Shield and Ice Conduit. I don't have Temple of the Stars here at all. Temple of the Stars. Cherry. Green. Right. Flake. Shield. Plus Ice Conduit. At northwest. Roasted Bakes here. They're great! Oh. So I also needed a key to open this. But I still need to activate these in order to be able to get whatever's under them. That's elaborate. Also good to know that this teleport thing cancels floating. Alright, I'm gonna try to exit this zone from the south. Yeah, and I specifically need float in order to be able to leave through the south exit. Into the Temple of the Moon. And now I'm poisoned. Okay, there is a coin there. It's gonna be accessed through here, obviously. There we go. Doing that entirely wrong, but whatever, I got through. Woman becomes pregnant inside. I don't think that's how it works, La Mulana. There is an item on this screen. But where? Actually, I wonder if it's like this little corner over here. Let me indicate that with my cursor here. This right here. That seems like something that does not quite belong. Also, hello, J-Pop. Please do not die in my chat. That's bad for ratings. Alright, there's a coin. This ice old ball. Right, so I need to dive or die. Still not entirely sure how to get that though. Because that's obviously a thing of like I have to direct a shot to that that green thing over there, the green orb. But I am entirely certain that it's not photon. Oh. Thank you for the screen clear. Less thank you for getting trapped. Item on this screen, huh? There it is. How do I get it? Shut up. I think. Yes, okay. Also, I need to take a visit to here. There's also Magic Street here, which kind of looks like I need to float for it. Also kind of looks like I'm gonna die for it. Two-mile run was harder for you today. Understandable. I blame the winter. Don't do that, it drops the property value. You're right about that, J-Pop. But there is a difference between dying in the game and dying in real life, and one does not cause the other. At least in Zed. This is neither that movie nor that anime. Actually, I think there's like at least 2 anime that have that theme. And probably just more than that I don't even know about. Okay. So now, what I need to do is get rid of this back. Is throw Metal Blade to hit this, and then float over here and hit that with my main weapon. Metal Blade doesn't go far enough. Cool. What about Enhanced Metal Blade? No? Still not, huh? I can't Metal Blade while I'm floating. What is the solution? Do I have the solution? I could just do this and hope for the best. There we go. That is probably not the intended solution, but whatever, it works. Solution? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Let's mark that off. Alright, I think that's all I can get here for now. Now time to pass through the inferi waste, I keep calling the wastelands, but like, to be fair, wetlands don't usually look this, I want to say brown, but it's not brown. I want to say yellow, but it's not really yellow either. This doesn't look very verdant. Okay, here using Flake Shield is definitely going to be the solution. First, let's clear things up so I don't get interrupted. There we go. The problem is, like, this requires a certain timing that I'm not really sure how to pull. There we go. And hey, it's Photon. And so I have Photon. I can do... Let's see. So at least one place where I specifically needed Photon. Mad Extreme. Right, for that one puzzle. I remember that now. But now anything that requires light, I should be able to do. It's like more rice fields. Also, Jason's saying puce. That's almost how you spell that, but you know, I have never registered what color puce is. But the funny thing is, like that word P-U-C-E is also the French word for flea. Puce. For that matter, it's the French word for flea, and it's also the French word for chip. Oh, I need to go... Yeah, I need to get that from above. Over here. As soon as I figure out where over here is. Okay. Magic regen! Now I can die happy. We. Thank you, Zero. Okay. So we've gotten everything in the Inferior Wasteland. The path northeast would take me, I believe, to the Abyss Elevator, and I don't want to go there right now. I too celebrate my accomplishments by dying. Sometimes, in this economy, is the only thing you can do. I mean, I don't know about you having not accomplished anything. And for one thing, you've accomplished living in Japan, which is something that I'm pretty sure no one else has done here. I don't know how I got that coin, but okay. Alright, there is a keyhole. Just need to figure out how to get to it. That's how I get to it. Now how do I get to this point? Oh, okay. Fire coin. I get the feeling that this is probably a kill room. It's not. Okay. But here's the coin. And of course, float making that substantially easier to get. Not like the Extendo spike route. Okay. kill or be killed room. I mean, I suppose that all of the rooms, if you think about it for long enough, are kind of kill or be killed. Okay, there we go. What I think is it's probably a hidden switch here. And rightly so. I didn't think that we were going to get this much done this fast, honestly. Of course, I say that. I probably jinxed myself. Especially, like, there's an item here, but where? Is it underwater? The obvious place underwater would be like here, but it's not here. Or here? Oh, okay. Another trap switch with a lot of enemies. There's the item. It's an ice coin, which means I have ice in my conduit now. Which means I should probably try to get that one item that was in the Temple of the Moon before I get anything else. We're gonna have to deal with the extensomatic root system here. The roots work differently in the sky, I guess. I don't know if I can actually get to that from this side. Get to it from here, though. Oh shit, right, this is the Abyss elevator. Okay, and we still need to press the button at the Temple of the Sun. Also, I'm just realizing now there's a conduit charger right fucking here. But yeah, I was wondering, like, is there a button that I hadn't pressed yet? And yes, the Temple of the Sun is currently unpressed. Eh. Get out of here. Okay. So now, with ice in my conduit and the spring in my step or something. I don't know what I was trying to say. But I'm on the correct route. So what I'm hoping is that I do this and this. Put this up here. Fire that. And then there we go. Ice in my frosted flake. Yes, exactly. Alright. So now I'm going to try to get back to that warp zone. Just tanking, like face tanking everything in the way. Although I could probably also get this, this magic capsule. That looks very obtainable at the moment. Also opens up the path here, which is apparently one way. Cool. Okay. Where is the nearest warp zone? And can I get there without further death? Getting health is definitely helpful in that goal. Can I get that item? Hang on. Greater Chasm. Do I have a note on the Greater Chasm? Oh, Great Chasm. I don't know why I said greater. Yeah, I have no notes on the Great Chasm. So what was the item here? Oh, yeah, I can get this. Why did I not put this in my notes? Oh, anyway. Great Chasm, also known as Big Hole. A wise person once said, "I take pride in my hole." She then stated to not quote her on that, so I won't attribute that quote. And did I ever figure out how to get this coin? I don't know if I have. But, nothing is revealing an element here. So, I have no idea. Eventually I'll have Blink and I'll be able to just go over there. Also, still wondering how to get this magic capsule that's been staring me in the face since the start of the game. Yeah. It's probably not in here, because that wouldn't be particularly accessible. Like, there's definitely a passage here from somewhere. And it does look like it's coming from the screen on the left. I haven't properly been to that screen, have I? Okay, yeah, this is the starting area. I could have just gotten this from the very beginning. The words of Gilbert Gottfried, "You fool!" Earth coin, which I'm pretty sure does actually require float. And then that last coin that I don't know how to get. So I'll come back when I have Blink. Alright, this is probably a kill room, and as far as I know, this basically requires me to have float. But like, there's no other way to kill that one leafipede? I don't know. Anyway, Thunder Coin. I guess we'll go into the lighthouse next, since it's right here. Warning, flashing lights here in a couple of rooms. They're not like terrible flashing lights, but... Oh, coins are right there. Okay. Sometimes it is bad. Oh. This looks like a way in. What do I need? Light. Level up Dark Defense. It's appropriate that I would get Dark Defense in a place that generates light. See, that's what I mean by flashing lights. Also, I need to respawn this room. Right, okay. Yeah, I need halt in order to be able to get that. Halt or blink would also allow me to just cheese this. Okay, and here I need enhanced light arrow. Which gives me flamethrower. Excuse me. So, light and entrance from Overlook Park. Yeah, I think I got that. If I don't got that, I will get it. But I'm pretty sure I got it. And then there's this. And it's like, how do I get this? I guess. Yeah, that would be the way. Just float over here, forehead. Now I got both forms of fire. Alright, since we're here, let's see if we have everything that I need. I'm checking everything because, like, all of the colors have apparently changed. Nope. Did I try fire? I did now. I did. Yeah, I had tried fire. Shadow? Yes. Blake? No. Thunder? No. What happened? The blade? Yes, okay. It's fucking sticks. Okay, well. I do kind of really want to have Blink, So we're gonna do sticks. Good thing that I have flamethrower, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get anywhere. I did hear a bling, so like... I do wonder if the cursed soul is in this room. It sure is. I don't know if I found the cursed soul for sticks before. I feel like this is one of the ones that I didn't find. Oh, there's a key in that room. Kinda want the key. How do I get out of here? Surely this isn't a kill, right? No. How do I get out of here? Oh. That answers my question. Well. Oh good, reverse controls for like half a second. Great time for that particular shadow. Save for good measure. Can't do anything here. This no death run isn't going very well. Man, imagine if this game had a no-death mode. How awful would that be? Go that way. Right. This is also not the correct way. This is why I like to have Blink to actually do this. So that I can just cheese the fuck out of everything. And the joke, Jason, is that this game absolutely does have... Well, it has something that I think it calls roguelike mode, which I am sure you can imagine that I'm thrilled to see that fucking term. But, I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure it means if I die, it's done. Which that's not how roguelikes... I mean... That kind of is how roguelikes work, but that does not a roguelike make. Nope. I'm pretty sure what I need is to get that key. I need to actually, like, pay attention to which of these... Oh my goodness, I'm stuck here again. Which color takes me to that route that leads to the key. Oh, there's also this, unintentionally making exactly the route that I wanted to go through. And very hard to avoid. And then I need to unlock this path. Sticks really sucks. Green is not the color I was looking for. Black? Yes, okay. I need the black tornado thing. And then I need to clear this room without getting ejected first. Or dying. Wow. Now get out of my way. These shadows are too excited, and then I get ejected again. I need to clear everything in this room. Because that's how I get the key, but holy crap, man. This room really sucks. Every game should have permadeath. Actually, every game should brick your hardware on death. I mean... If Reboot is to be believed, then every time you beat a game, your system becomes slightly more unstable, unless, of course, your computer has a Guardian in it, in which case, as long as you didn't nullify the Guardian, then it can just mend any tears that happen from beating a game, but still that sector is nullified. So like, the Guardian can only do so much. Eventually, too many sectors will get nullified and the system's gonna crash anyway. That's why you buy Flame before you seek the inner space. And Operation Inner Space of... Sure, it sure is a game of all time. And yeah, that's still locked off. I need green. I think green will work. I think. Yes. Okay. Also purple will let me through. But also now I have this key. Which one takes me to the other room? There we go. I want purple. Alright, I vaguely remember this room too. Which is usually not a good sign. But don't stand on the outside or else you are getting ejected. Gotta get that key first. In Reboot, either everyone is buying games knowing they do real damage to their systems or game companies are just straight up selling viruses via false advertising. Yeah, I mean, I can't really disagree with that argument. Also, that was a cool situation I was just in. Alright, yeah, this is... Love these reflective shields. God damn it. Stop moving. Okay. One time it said hexadecimal was too hot for Saturday morning. Yeah, I mean... I can see where that's coming from. I'm sure hexadecimal has caused at least one awakening somewhere. Right. Oh boy. Green? Did I just take green? I have, like, the memory of a goldfish. That's why I tried to take notes. Nope, orange is not it. Red. Everyone knows, but the news never lies. Why would they do that? So red's not it. Oh, that just takes me back to there. What about black? Now black is this way. Oh my goodness. Already got the key there. This led to a key, right? And I've gotten the key already. Ah, boy. Okay, I need to start writing this down, too. Where does yellow lead? I'm probably still going to repeat things while I'm figuring things out. I need to remember this is yellow. This is the yellow path. I don't think I've been here yet. Excellent. Okay, I've done yellow. Yellow is clear. What was green? Green was this one. Green is done. Yeah. So I've done black, purple, yellow, and green. Let's try red. Let's try death. Nope, death is not the answer. Oh boy. I still have no idea how people clear this on sadistic. What do we say to the god of death? Hi, god of death. Hello. I would like to order one order of I don't want to die. Okay. So black, purple, yellow, green, and red are done. Yellow, green, and red. So blue will take me to the other side. Purple, black, and orange. Okay. So now I should be able to actually get to the boss room. Unless that happens. Great. Oh! Oh my goodness. Why are you making me clear this room again? I just cleared it. And make it across this room is just perilous. Okay. Push this button. So now we have an easy way to get up. And an easy way to get back here. I like repeating the same actions of turn on. It's pretty much my day-to-day life. That is a fucking mood. Alright. Also, I want... Look, not there. And you are... You sure are a firecracker. Good thing I can more or less just tank all of this. Oh, thank fuck, we have Blink now. Let's get out of here. The sticks, we have the soul, we have the item. And the item was Blink, and it was good. Now I should be able to get the last item in the lighthouse, so I can not have to come here ever again. There we go. Okay. Why do the puzzle when you can just wall hack? And don't worry too much about the wall hacking. There's still a whole map left of puzzles that I'm probably going to have to solve a fair amount of before I get the chance to wall hack. Unless, of course, I end up with, like, float on the first map again, which would be cool. But also the fact of, like, by the time that... Okay, let's just... If I have the things that I need to actually do the puzzle, I will do the puzzle. If I can at least identify what the puzzle is, then I'm probably just going to blink through. And also, yeah, I kind of forgot that these, Phanto-looking dudes sometimes show up when I'm floating. Okay. Where? Okay, the item's here. What do I need for it? I need to break the other side. I can break this one? Okay, there we go. So that is everything in the Shaded Woods. Just base tank all of the damage, it's fine. Right, so now I'm in the abandoned settlement. I can try to use fire on those sconces that I was finding here. Light didn't do anything, so maybe fire does. No. Photon? No. Is there one of these that had a light sprite next to it that I just don't remember seeing? That's the only other thing that I can think of. I'll look around, see if I can solve this puzzle legitimately. Bane's Non's having a stroke. Okay, I don't remember seeing a light sprite. It's probably not here. And I would be shocked to find out that it's just in another map entirely. Still wondering if maybe like there's an alternative way to kill these things, but like not that I remember seeing. Well, the best I can figure is that I do need to light this up somehow. I just haven't figured out how to light it up. I'll light up the night. And there is a city that this darkness can't hide. So nothing on this end. Nothing up here, nothing up here, and nothing up here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've seen every room in the zone. Like, there's nothing that indicates how I would go about lighting those up. But, like, as far as I am aware, that's kind of the only way to get anything done here. And there's also that. No. So if the item isn't based on lighting this up, then where is it? Is it like in this corridor somewhere? Maybe it is a kill room and I just never killed these two. No? I don't know. Underwater. Underwater. Well, I have no idea what the solution is. Just skip it. For the sake of finishing. I would like to at least clear the overworld. Now there's still the question of what the fuck do I do here? It ain't thunder. Thanks, skeleton, for standing right in the way. Like, I don't have any abilities that create blocks, like the Kid Samari or anything like that. So I really don't know. Like, the fact of the matter is, I need to solve this puzzle, because this is probably a kill room. I probably need to kill this Skelepede, and I know how to kill the Skelepede. I have attempted to like these things. Nothing seems to work. Light arrow doesn't, flamethrower doesn't, PK fire doesn't, photon doesn't. I don't think there's anything else that I would have that would light this up. Flame form. No. Yeah, I have tried thunder. I won't try thunder again, but only because it's very expensive. It basically acts as a screen clear. I have J-pop. The problem is concerts are teetotalers, as it turns out. So, it was offended when it was presented the wine selection list. Hey, Sia, how you doing? I'm trying to figure out this puzzle, and the solution is not forthcoming. I'll come back to that, I guess. Hit it with a hammer. If only. Right, I can get this now. I don't know what the intended solution is, but I sure can get this fire coin. Is there like a passage? Yeah, okay, there's, I probably need to be burrowed to actually get through here. But you know what? It's fine. The solves might be generous, but it does remove problems. Problem is, it sometimes creates them too. I should have everything for the Temple of the Sun at this point. So, like, if nothing else, I can at least find and press the button in this zone. There's the button in this zone. Forget what I needed to open this up. Rude. Do I need to be burrowed in order to get through this block? Well, we can try. We can try, we can try, we can try. Nope, that's not letting me through. I have at least get this wind pulling over here. For sure of the coin there. Well, looks like this is also going to be a tool-assisted run. Because I don't really know what the solution is supposed to be, but it's definitely not that. Getting stabbed by wall swords for my crimes. Probably need to be burrowed to get down there. I also need to not step on mines. That's inadvisable for one's health. Can I blink while I'm underground? No, didn't think so. Figured I'd at least try. Also, do not walk into landmines while underground. Although I'm sure I've like walked into a mine before and it just kind of let me. I'd really like these skulls to not be crowding this spot. Turtle sages, hello. Sweep them mines. Give me that! That's the last life orb. And that is the last item in the Dubious Dunes. There's one more item in the Sky Roots on the screen. Ha! I think that's the last magic capsule. Okay. There's an item on this screen, right there, which I could have gotten in the first place. Half MP light in flame form plus. What's plus about it? That's a very good question. I mean, it healed me before. Maybe it does damage now? Best that I can figure. Alright, let's check out the deep sea cavern. I'm willing to bet. No, this is not the one that requires water. No, the flame form still doesn't do damage to enemies. Still 2 items here. One of which is in this room. Why am I only discovering this now? I am. Yeah, so this is one of the sand alligators. If I just use Quake on it while it's underground, it just dies. And it took me this long to figure that out. Okay, there's an item on this screen somewhere. Doesn't... I'm willing to bet it's not on the wall. Using Earthquake on someone using Dig gets super rolled. Maybe I need to get the item from the other side. I'm going to first check out this room. Is this going to require photon? No. So, photon is not the one that I need. Maybe I need PK Thunder. Alright, now let's come back to this one. Or, hang on. I mean, I could just blink through that as well, but like I kind of want to solve that one legit. I don't know. I'm weird. I wasn't able to get through here last time. There's the item. Okay. Were there any items underwater? Yes. Thanks. So there are at least 2 items here. One of which is right there. Which I probably could have gotten earlier. And there's also an item underwater in the Holy Sea. Oh, that's health. For some reason I thought that was magic. Let's try going around here. See if we can get to that lock. Yes. What does that do? It's a very attractive question. Wrong, that's cool games for attractive questions. Anyway, north of here, there's an item. It is right there. I probably can't get it from this side. I'm wondering if, like, since I have unlocked, is there another path on this side that's just deciding to hide me? Looks like no. How do I get through here then? Well, can I just blink through? Yes, I can. Good enough. Oh. I think I just figured out how I was supposed to get there. Okay. So it's got little dead ends in this path. Just to make it a little more annoying. Okay, and then there's another item over here that requires flamethrower. It's cool that I'm just kind of having to wait for the random flame directions to go in the direction that I need them to. Alright, and as far as I can tell, there's only the one underwater item left. Which is this way on the screen, and I think I probably need, yeah, just using flamethrower underwater, it's fine. Don't ask questions. It's strong, bad. I didn't know you streamed. I have to wonder what it would be like for Strong Bad to be streaming. Like, I feel like the Brothers chaps should do, like, even if it's just a one-time thing, The strong bad streaming something. Okay. There's still that item in the deep sea cavern, which I don't have the correct weapon to get. However, if I do go back into the deep sea cavern, that is the closest warp zone, so I'm gonna do that. I also forgot to go into the detached portion of the Temple of the Stars, of the Sun, sorry. Dear Strongbite, how do you stream with boxing gloves on? That's gonna get you deleted! Let's see. Whenever I see one of these that has only 2 elements on it, I am probably going to test water and light. Because, like, since I learned that the one that requires water and light is the one that has the flower in it, imagine the worst possible streaming setup that somehow manages to get 2 frames a minute on a fake bit electricscape. I could see trying to recreate like an early streaming setup that someone would have used on like livestream.com or justin.tv, like Ustream or whatever. Something that I would have had the first time I streamed, which was a fucking nightmare. Suffice it to say, I'm glad OBS exists now. And that it is cross-plot. I still vaguely remember the days where it was just OBS. It was just called Open Broadcaster Software, not OBS Studio. And then they came out with OBS cross-platform that, like, had basically no features to start with. But now we have OBS Studio. Camera over the shoulder, 2 inches from a fan pointing at the mirror, not corrected for the refresh rate. Cool. Alright. Trapdoor. Fantastic. Thanks for the key I no longer need. Whoops, broke the floor. Okay. So, most of the items are in... Wait, I'm realizing now I have 88 coins. There's supposed to be 100. Where's the rest of them? Or are there only 90 in this mode? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 spells left in the overworld. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are only 8 items left in the world, but 4 of them are spells. Somehow I missed all of these spells. Maybe 2 of them are coins? Maybe there are only 90 coins? But then what are the other 2? I guess there could be an item in the first boss room in the Abyss Elevator. I don't know. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go to the Abyss Elevator. Against my better judgment. That's just where 3 of the items are right now, so... I would like to not be in the wobble gas. Okay, this doesn't really take me anymore, does it? Well, I could go... Okay. This path is open. Somehow. But I'm pretty sure I remember that closing behind me last time. Okay, can that witch over there please spawn over here where I can actually do something about them? There we go. Without having to go through the wobble gas. Before I get that coin, health restorers are right here. But yeah, all 3 buttons have been pressed now, so now I can actually, like, accede to the boss room. Okay, there's that. And okay. Thunder coin. Try to get the rest of these items here so I just don't have to worry about the Abyss Elevator again. Okay, well there's Soundwave, which I could have gotten the last time I was here. I think I was trying to rush through because I had the ice conduit. Okay, and then item on this screen somewhere. Yeah, for anyone who's not familiar with the wobble gas, you saw there, when I was in there long enough, it caused me to slow down. And if you continue to stay in there for too long, it will throw a deadly poison on you that just deletes all of your life. Aha! There's Halt. I remember needing Halt for something, but I'm pretty sure I've already, just blunked through that. Alright, I think the next thing that I want to do is Mount Extreme. It's also not impossible that I actually need to, like, beat the central boss before something happens in the abandoned settlement that allows me to get the last things. Let's go to Mount Extreme. Mount Extreme and its less popular sister location, Mount Lame. Mount Mediocre. I mean, there is the inferior wetlands, which are pretty inferior. Hey, buddy. Okay, so I definitely do need Photon for this. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. I have to do this blind effectively. Okay, that only took 2 tries. I mean, you weren't wrong, Frank. That was kind of easy. Level up, Wind Defense. I get the distinct feeling like there's really not much else for coins. There's 2 more spells, and then there's 2 more items, question mark. Are you ready to play Young Merlin and his 3 infuriating minecart segments? Also, why did I say Merlin like Berlin? Oh well. Maybe I meant to say Berlin and try to summon Jewel. Okay, no, there's another coin. This is a coin. So now I have 91 coins. So now I'm left with I'm left with 2 items that require directional input, but Photon doesn't work. And I'm left with 1 item where I need to kill that Skelipede, but I don't really have a way to do that. Rude. I'm trying to get to warp point here. And there's one over here. Alright. So, without really any clue on what to do next, I think the next thing I am going to do is fight the bosses in the Abyss Elevator and see what happens when I do that. Because that might open up something in the world, might open up an entire, like, underground area or something. I don't know. But that will have to wait until after break. Because I realize I'm like 15 minutes past when I usually would do this. They all take a moment, get something to drink, go to the bathroom if you need to, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, stretch your teeth, and in about 10 to 15 minutes we will reconvene and take on the final two regular bosses of the Lift It campaign in the Abyss Elevator and see where that takes us. So, I'll see you in a bit.